I'm back. Hey, what's up guys? This is REVERB and I am back once again with another video. As per usual, Transformers gets me out of my little retirement from uploading because I am aware it's been like 9 months since my last video. Okay, let's just keep that between you and me. But today we're going to be doing a trailer reaction to Transformers 1, which is the newest Transformers movie coming out this year. So I'm super excited to be checking this one out, as this is an animated Transformers movie that's going to theaters, because the last time that's happened was in 1986. And I was just a mere thought of an existence back then. So I'm super intrigued by this movie because it has a stacked cast behind it. I'm pretty sure the director of this one, which, let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, this movie is directed by Josh Cooley, who did Toy Story 4. And I feel like I'm one of the few people that actually really like Toy Story 4. Granted, it's not like as good as 1 through 3, but I think Toy Story 4 was pretty good, all things considered, even though, yeah, I agree it was super unnecessary. But we have him behind Transformers 1 to direct, so I'm super excited to check out what he has in store for us. Like I said, the cast for this movie is absolutely stacked. We have Chris Hemsworth, you know, Thor as Optimus Prime, or probably Orion Pax. We don't know if he's going to be voicing Optimus Prime just yet. Then we have Brian Tyree Henry, who I've seen him in like Bullet Train, Eternals, and I think he was in Atlanta as well. He's voicing Megatron in this movie here. Then we have Scarlett Johansson as Elita 1. I'm surprised they went with Elita 1 over RC, because I feel like RC is just more popular, but honestly, it introduces more people to different, newer Transformers characters, so I'm perfectly fine with it being Elita 1. I'm just kind of shocked that it is Elita 1 and not like RC. This one was a surprise to me. We have Keegan-Michael Key as Bumblebee, which I obviously know him from Key and Peele, the sketch series that they got, which is super funny. I really like that a lot. And then, yeah, I think they voiced like the two like stuffed animals in Toy Story 4. I'm pretty sure he was one of them at least, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that one was interesting to me because I don't think I'd ever in a million years would be like, yeah, let's cast him to play as Bumblebee, because they were probably gonna make him the comic relief character as they usually do. It was an interesting choice for sure. But that's just kind of the main cast that we got for the movie so far, and I definitely know there's probably more celebrity voices in the movie, but that's kind of like the core is from what I'm seeing here. Hey guys, this is Future Kobe here, and I just want to let you know in this next part I yap a really long time about like my Transformers background and like what I like and don't like. So if you really don't care about it and already kind of know what I think about some of the Transformers stuff, you can skip to this time code here to go straight to the reaction. I really did get carried away on how much I talked about it, so I'm sorry in advance. As you guys know, if you've been around the channel for a while, I think you pretty much know my thoughts on the Transformers movies so far. I'll give a really brief description, like opinion thing. I like Transformers 1 through 3. I do not like 4 and 5. And Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast, I just think are okay. Like, they're perfectly fine, serviceable movies, but they're not my favorite thing in the world. But I think now is a perfect opportunity to kind of, I guess, since the animated Transformers movie, to kind of give my thoughts on like some of the animated shows and like some of the animated movies we got released in the past. So the 86 movie, although I do appreciate and respect it, it is not my favorite movie in the world. I feel like after Megatron becomes Galvatron and Optimus dies and, you know, it goes to the new crew and all that, I feel like the movie takes a nosedive. I don't think the movie's bad at all, don't come at me at all, but I feel like I'd appreciate it more if I was alive back in 1986 and watching it as a kid. I still respect it, I still do like the movie, but it is not my favorite thing in the world. When it comes to the shows, my absolute favorite Transformers show is Transformers Animated. I absolutely love that show. I grew up watching it. And I do like Transformers Prime a lot as well. Not as much as animated, but I still do really like that show. It's another good show I do recommend you check out. And I have seen some of the other ones like Robots in Disguise 2015. I don't really like that. Cyberverse is okay. Hot take, I don't really like Earthspark, the one that's going on now on Paramount Plus. It's not my thing personally. It's not terrible, but I just have no motivation to watch it essentially. And I'm currently watching Transformers, the Cybertron trilogy, Armada, Energon, and Cybertron, because I hadn't really seen those in depth really. I've seen like some random episodes here and there in the past, but I'm actually fully going through it now. And so far it's okay. Like, I feel like the structure for that for at least Armada. I'm only on season 2 of Armada right now. I feel like the structure of that show is just kind of running thin of just the Decepticons and Autobots trying to get a mini-con, and whatever faction gets it type of thing. I think it's just kind of running dry. So I'm hoping for there to be some like character arcs and just other stuff going on besides just that. Yeah, that's kind of like my quick thoughts on the animated and overall just Transformers media we've got so far. Talk a little bit about Transformers 1. You know, I am rooting for this movie because it's going to be different than another live action Transformers movie. You know, I'm really rooting for Transformers because even though Rise of the Beast was fine, it was a perfectly serviceable, fine watch of a movie, it just wasn't amazing. It wasn't anything, because as you guys know, the Transformer movies are kind of struggling just for relevancy as of right now, just because we haven't had anything just truly great or unique or original in a while, and it just caused a lot of people just not really care for the brand anymore, unfortunately. I'm hoping this is going to be the Into the Spider-Verse for the Transformers series, because I'm really rooting for Transformers to make a massive comeback, you know, back in its heyday when the Shia LaBeouf movies were coming out, you know. Now, in terms of the look of this movie, I'm really hoping that this looks like the High Moon Transformers War and Fall of Cybertron games, especially those cinematic trailers they released back in the day. I think those are absolutely sick, and is a movie that I've been wanting to see for so long now. Just a movie that's like that, you know, with recognizable characters, character development, you know, just something that's that but expands upon that. So you guys haven't seen those trailers and haven't played those games in general, like, I highly recommend it. Honestly, some of my favorite games of all time, even excluding the fact if you're a Transformers fan or not. I think they're just excellent games. They're so fun to play. I love them so much. But okay, I've yapped enough. We're gonna do a trailer reaction, give my first initial thoughts, first run through of it, and then we're gonna go back and like analyze some like little fine like Easter eggs I may pick up and all that. So, whoa, this looks crazy. Oh my god.
Come with me. Report to waste management.
Hi there, B127. I'm actually working on some nicknames. The one I'm floating right now is Badassatron, which is actually pronounced.
Oh, they're cursing in this?
Badassatron. We're gonna call you B.
This looks crazy. I was not expecting this movie to look this.
Only worker bots who can't even transform. Don't you want to see what's out there? There's a reason no one goes to the surface.
Oh my god, we gotta run this back already. I'm seeing so much.
Why'd you bring jetpacks? If we survive this, I'm gonna kill you! I accept those terms.
Okay. This looks beautiful. I'm in awe. Like, my jaws dropped. This looks absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Scarlett Johansson sounds good as Elita.
You have proven yourself worthy.
Oh my god.
Take these and access your full potential.
Okay. So I'm assuming this is when they learn how to, like, I guess, transform. I'll go into my thoughts about that later.
We are more than meets the eye.
We can transform now.
On three. One.
It's working! Where's my head? How do we use these things?
This looks really cool.
I need wheels!
Has a nice sense of humor to it, too, which I like.
Guys,
They're showing a lot, and I like it, but not too much. Ooh, these are Quintessons?
We've got these powers for a reason.
That's Alpha Trion, I'm pretty
Let's
sure.
use them.
That's hard. That's hard.
we stand here together as one.
Oh, is that? Whoa, okay, you know, I see some characters. I see some characters.
Whoa! I got a battle mask! It appears with this guy. Knife hands? I have knife hands! I can see that.
This looks awesome. Transformers 1.
These are not the bad guys.
Why did you cut the door?
What? No, it was already like that. Right?
Yes, that's right. It was already like, yeah, that's
I love the way this looks. You got the cast here. September. Wow. I'm liking what I see. There's some stuff we're gonna go over in a second, but initial thoughts, like, I am super impressed with how this looks. Like, this looks like it's animated, of course, but it's like it still has like the shading and the lighting is incredible. Like let's go through a little bit and let's dissect some things I noticed. When it comes to the voices, I was trying to kind of pay attention to, like, you know, Chris as Optimus and Brian as Megatron, but it was so hard because I was in awe with these visuals, honestly. Chris sounds good as Orion. I am hoping we do get Peter Cullen when he eventually becomes Optimus Prime, to get Peter Cullen the voice Optimus, but I'm fine with Chris as Orion right now, and he sounds fine as him. He does. His Australian accent isn't really, you know, coming through, which is nice. Brian, I'm a little mixed on Brian as Megatron because I just don't imagine Megatron sounding like this, you know, but obviously this is the origin for the character, so, you know, we would get to see a character change and arc over the film. I don't know who this guy is. I think he's just kind of like a drone Cybertronian, which is cool. Okay, we got Keegan-Michael as Bumblebee. Definitely, like I kind of called, the comic relief, even though everyone was kind of, you know, joking around a bit in the trailer, which was cool. And he sounds fine as Bumblebee, you know, not like I don't want to say ideal because that sounds mean, but he doesn't sound like how I'd expect, but it's different and I can appreciate it, and I definitely don't dislike it. Again, the visuals, like almost every like shot in this trailer could just be like a wallpaper. Look at that shot. This is beautiful. I wonder how deep, like I wonder if we're gonna get full on Megatron at the end, Optimus Prime, like them battling, you know, just like, I wonder how far, I guess, these characters' stories we're going to get into with this movie. Because it's undecided, because there's a chance this movie could do really well and then they'd have to figure out how to do a sequel, even though they kind of already tied up the loose ends for it, you know? But that's for the future. I'm just kind of speculating, throwing some stuff out there. Oh, he was D16. He wasn't even called Megatron. Okay, interesting. I didn't pick that up. Beautiful. I love the way they made Cybertron look. That's kind of been one of my like concerns, I guess, for like adapting the Cybertron world, is that like it's just a metal city, you know? It's like a metal city, war torn. It's kind of hard to make Cybertron look unique and like stand out in film, I feel like. I think they did a beautiful job recreating it, because even though I love those War for Cybertron games, it was still hard to believe that this was like a livable civilization city. You know, I know it's war torn, but it was still kind of hard to believe that. But they did a beautiful job like creating like this metal Cybertron world that they got in this film. I will admit, even though like I like the designs aren't bad for sure, don't get me wrong, they're still not my favorite designs. I feel like they look a little, like besides the colors on them obviously, I still feel like they look a little too, I guess, a little similar to each other. Like, even though you guys can see I have tons of Transformer toys all around, I think I'm splicing some B-roll of all my figures that I own. I don't think I'd want these as toys personally, but that could change. I always change my mind. Like, I remember when Transformers 4 and 5 came out and I didn't like those, I was like, I'm not gonna get the toys for them, and then I end up getting like almost all the toys for those two movies despite me not liking them very much. But that's just, I guess, a little bit of like not a nitpick, but it's just I'm not huge on these, like, I guess, protoform designs. Like, I wouldn't want to get toys of them essentially, but that could change, especially when they upgrade and can transform. Beautiful shot here. I love this. This here is when they learn how to transform, essentially. Let me go into, I guess, one of my, like, definitely, I wouldn't say complaint, but something I'm a little disappointed by, is that I know this is for people who aren't Transformers fans. They're not really gonna care too much, but as a Transformers fan, it was kind of like a little bit of like an eye roll when they like learn the ability to transform. I just feel like that's kind of just like, that's just been something they've always been able to do from what I know. Again, I don't really read comics too much, so I don't know in terms of Transformers comic lore about that, but I feel like they should just be able to do it. Like, I don't think it needs to be like this discovery thing for them, but that's just my opinion personally. Some people could like that. I feel like the casual audience that isn't a Transformers fan is probably gonna like that a lot. So, but that's just me as a known Transformers fan. Not huge on them being like, oh, we can transform, we found the ability to transform. Like, I feel like they should have just been able to do that from the jump, but again, that's just me. I like the use of the old Transformer sound effects from the previous live action movies. I like his car mode here. I love the way this movie looks. Okay, this movie looks so cool. This is a 2024 movie. Like, this is what I'm expecting. Is this Sentinel? I think this might be Sentinel Prime, I think. Don't quote me though. Are these the Quintessons? I could be wrong, but these kind of give me some Quintesson energy here. The tentacles and all that, which is cool. This is kind of a different take on them, but that is if these are the Quintessons. But this is interesting. I'm interested to see what this will play out in the film. That's Arachnid. That has to be Arachnid. Hold on, whoa, I paused on a crazy frame. Okay, that's Arachnid from Transformers Prime. That's super cool to see. I'm glad. She looks really faithful to how she looked in Prime too, which is interesting. This is awesome. We got Soundwave right here, Starscream and Shockwave. I'm glad they're in the movie at least. I don't know what their role will be, but it's super cool to see them, you know, be in the movie, especially because these are like, you know, fan favorite characters. I'd probably definitely get toys of Starscream and Shockwave. The Soundwave design is a little okay to me, but I just have to, they'll probably grow on me a little bit more. But this is super cool to see. I'm super glad these three are in the movie. I will admit, I do not really like the name of the movie very much. It gives me like Xbox One vibes of just like, because now we have to call the original Transformers 2007 movie Transformers 2007 or Transformers 07 or something. Because now when we say Transformers 1, it's gonna be for this movie now. So I just feel like they could have called it like Transformers Zero or something. I think that would have been better or just cooler. This is looking really good. I am super impressed with this movie already, just off this trailer. I will admit, I hope the comedy doesn't overplay itself a little bit. I like having lighthearted moments in a movie, of course, and all that, but like sometimes, especially these newer MCU movies and all that, there's just too much of it. So I hope there isn't too much humor. At the same time, I'm welcome to it, but I hope they have a nice balance, is what I'm trying to say, essentially. But yeah, that's essentially my reaction to the Transformers 1 trailer. I am thoroughly impressed with this. Definitely way more than when I reacted to Rise of the Beast like a year-ish ago. This is really impressive. I'm really praying that the script and the dialogue is on point, the story hits, because this could be Transformers comeback movie. Like, this looks so cool. Like, this is super impressive, and I can't wait to watch this in September when it drops. So I like to apologize again for it being 9 months of just nothing from me, essentially. I am in the middle of working on the 10-year Transformers Age of Extinction video. I think I'm halfway through the script, and like, it's been very tiring, but I want to make sure the video is really good. So it's just been like, I've just been clawing away at it, slowly but surely, and it's 50% done, I'd say, in terms of the script, and then I want to start editing it in May-ish sometime. So yeah, I'm gonna get that out. So I'll see you guys again in June for that. I will try my hardest to get it to drop the day it actually does turn 10. Can't promise it, but I will try my very best. But it will be releasing this year 1000%, because if I don't release it to the end, it's like, then what's the point? Like, what's the point of making the video if it's not even the 10-year like year when it came out? So yeah, I'm in the middle of working on that, and this overall school and work has just been getting in the way. It's just been hard to make good quality videos for you guys. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of the Transformers 1 trailer. Did you guys like it? Are you excited about it? Like I said, I'm stoked for this. I think it looks sick. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys take care, and yeah.